everyone, so I am here to do a review on the Housewives of Potomac. I don't do a lot of show reviews because it feels like there's a lot of them anyways on YouTube, but I wanted to do one. Hopefully, I can keep up with doing the reviews for Housewives of Potomac because, I chose to do it because Potomac, Maryland is not that far from where we live in Virginia and Woodbridge, so I figured, let me give the show a chance and see what's up with it. So last night was the first episode, the season premiere, and how many women are on the show? I think there's probably six ladies. Don't quote me because I don't really remember. But overall, I enjoyed the show. My favorite cast member right now is Giselle. Don't shoot me if you don't like her. It's okay. We can agree to disagree. But I like her because, she has money, but she's not over the top with her head with her money. Like, I'm not a fan of, I can't think of the lady's name, but she's the wife of the ex Wizards coach. He's coaching now in Rutgers, and she lives in Potomac, but he lives in Jersey, and he's staying in Jersey, but they live in Potomac, and she's at the house. Okay, whatever. I'm not a fan of her, and it's probably because, I don't know, I feel like she's just really snotty, and she kind of looks down on the other women, but I don't know. Maybe it was just the first episode, and maybe that's just how she wanted to come across. But I'm not a big fan of her, especially when she asked Giselle and her, asked Giselle to come over and help her cook her crabs for her crab crawl, I don't know what the event she was having was, but she asked Giselle to come over to help her make the crabs. And then it was like, how long does it take you to get your hair and makeup done? Like, people were arriving at your party and you were still getting your hair and makeup done, and then you got upset because she was looking for items to put this damn crabs on, and she sent her hairdresser up the steps to go ask you, and you want to catch an attitude about that. Like, it's not that serious. Like, you ask somebody to do you a favor, the least you can do is provide them with the items they need to complete the favor you ask them to do. Like, I'm just not, I don't know, she's just rubbing me off the wrong way, and I'm just not here for it. And then the scene, I don't know if they were at Saks Lounge in DC, but the restaurant style and setup with the burlesque dancers, and even when they first entered into the restaurant for, I don't know the lady's name, but on Wendy Williams this morning, she did say she did look like Tina Knowles, and she did. I can't think of her name, but she's the older lady. They were there for her birthday, and there was somebody that was saying how come Giselle didn't get up from the middle to let her sit in, but I'm just like, it's not that serious. It's just a freaking birthday function. Like, is it a designated thing? But then go back to when they were at the crab crawl, and the lady, Tina Knowles is what we'll call her right now, brought up, like, she gave Giselle the picture frame with the etiquette of a birthday party, and she broke it down, and I'm just like, is it really that freaking serious that you did not get to sit in the middle, and that people wanted to order because you were 3 hours late or however long it took for you to get there? Like, so people were supposed to starve because you wanted to be fashionably late? Like, you should have been considerate, because if it was a dinner, then that means you need to be there in a good amount of time, because you don't know if people were waiting to eat, so they waited to go to the restaurant, or were they, like, you don't know what someone was going through, and you just want to be, to me, that's not a great great etiquette, if she wants to be technical about etiquette and all that jazz. And then she wanted to get upset because the girl that set up the whole dinner thing was also late, but yet they didn't wait for her to do. It was just a big mess. Like, the whole thing about etiquette, and it's not that serious. Like, be considerate of people's time, and people can be considerate of you. Like, it goes both ways. But if you're gonna be late to your own function, then I just don't see the big deal about it. So I just thought her bringing that whole photograph printed out of the different way, the way to be etiquette at a birthday function, I just thought that was bullshit, and it was just not necessary on all called for. And did anyone else catch Tina Knowles' eyebrows at the restaurant? I will post a picture, because I did pause my DVR and took a screenshot of it, and it was like, going down to hell. I don't know. It was just like black eye pencil. I don't even know what it was, but it was just like here. And I'm not a fan of her hair. Oh God, there was so many things. I'm not a fan of the ex basketball coaches for the Wizards hair either. I'm just not here for it. Um, what else? I really did think the living situation with Juan Dixon and his ex-wife that is kind of odd. But I guess if you love it, if you like it, I love it. If it works for you, then I guess it works. But I just don't see myself living with my ex-husband and sleeping in the same bed. But we're not married, we're divorced. But like I just don't know. Like that just it's a lot of confusion, a lot of mixed emotions. It's just a big confusion. I just don't know how that works for anyone. But I guess it works for them, and we'll go with it and let it be, I guess. Um, what else? What else happened on that show that just took me for a loop? Mm, I mean, I think that's it. I mean, it was just the first episode. So the first episode, we would just be really being introduced to all the different cast members of the show. I guess next week we'll meet a couple more cast members, and there was the one lady. I don't know if they were talking that she was the one that identified herself with more with white and only dates white men. Except if you're Russell Simmons, then she'll date you, I guess. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what more of her story is and why she says that. I mean, I'm not knocking anyone. How you identify yourself is that's how you want to identify yourself. I really don't care. That's your life and how you have to live it. I don't give two shits because I'm African. So, and I identify myself as African in America. So, yeah. So I guess if she wants to identify, because she's biracial, I think, but I don't know. But overall, so far, I think I like it. I'm gonna watch it and see what comes brewing on the show. Like I said, I think we're going to be introduced to a couple more characters next week. So hopefully I can keep these reviews up. Let me know how you guys like the show. If you even tuned in, I know a lot of people are like, where the hell is Potomac, Maryland? It's there. It's here. It's in Maryland. It's very nice area. But I was kind of glad because I know they had like Housewives of DC that was just a big flop, and I didn't even watch the first episode for real of that one, so I can kind of see why it went downhill. But I'm glad that Bravo did give the chance for, I guess you can consider the metropolitan area to redeem themselves by giving us another chance of doing the Housewives of Potomac. But yeah, so let me know if you guys took a chance and watched it, and if you're gonna keep watching, if you like, no, I'm not doing it anymore, or I can go without it. But just let me know. I enjoyed it. Doesn't mean you have to have enjoyed it, but just give me your thoughts on it and keep the conversation going down below. And I will see you guys next week, hopefully for another review of Housewives of Potomac. All right, bye.